Remember that stimulus thing? One they called stimulus? Obama took your money and sent it to other states where their budgets are bloated, where they're way over budget. I'm going to use California and Illinois as a classic example. They sent your money out to California so they could keep a bunch of government union employees in their jobs with your money. Instead of getting rid of them, first of all, most of them shouldn't have been hired in the first place. If you look at the billions of dollars that California is overrunning, your money going out there to pay for their pensions and their benefits. Sent a lot of it to Illinois, a ton of it to California. Some of it came here with these agencies here in town. Goes to the union. The government employee is getting the money. That goes to union dues. And I'm tired of putting up the Democratic Party because this is what the whole point is. Okay? They've got one goal, and I understand their goal is to get him reelected. Follow the money. Once again, I don't care if people send money to the Obama campaign. I just don't want my money. And I sure as heck don't want my money going to other states that are way over budget. There's no responsibility in the states. There's another level of theft. Go to where it says other states and put up private companies. This is my personal favorite. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's my favorite.
And you can leave everything else the same. I want you to think back on the TARP thing when we all first started screaming at the TV. And they talked about, well, we're going to give some money to these banks that are in trouble, the ones that got themselves in trouble. And then about a week or two went by, and the next thing you know, they're talking about the auto companies. Well, maybe we'll help them out. Gee, I wonder why. Why not the restaurants? Why not whatever? First of all, stay out of capitalism. Capitalism cannot work. It cannot work if you don't let the losers go out of business. So here's what happened. We're paying our taxes, big stimulus, we're borrowing a lot of money now. Obama sends the money to GM and Chrysler. Why? Well,
Unions.
if those companies would have been allowed to go bankrupt through the capitalistic system and follow the bankruptcy laws, let's just say they went totally bankrupt, which would not happen because individual investors are going to come in. I mean, if we sell cars for heaven's sakes, the unions would have got zero. The bondholders would have got 100% of whatever was left over. Okay? But that's not what happened. He strong-armed the big bondholders. They got them in a room, basically beat them up. And the next thing you know, the bondholders got 20%, 20 cents on every dollar. And 50, 60 billion, I don't know how much money went out there, went to GM and Chrysler. So all those people that had those jobs that would have lost them, and rightly so, they ran that company in the ground. Not just the union, but management. Horrible management. Well, we don't want that to happen because if they lose their jobs, then they can't get the money and it can't go to the union and it can't come back to Obama. And he's out there this week actually saying he's revived the auto industry. By the way, he's lying about that math.
Yes.
But the point is, you don't intervene into capitalism. Stay out of it. The irony of this whole thing is the auto industry really, to me, was pretty much ruined by government intervention. You think of all the regulations and everything. But now we're going into private companies. We're making them government. It's insane. And he did it for one reason only. To keep the money flowing into where? The unions and the Obama campaign. Now, look at the last name. Caterpillar. And you're saying, Dooley, Caterpillar didn't get a deal. No one bailed them out. In fact, they're doing fine. Well, let me show you how this works the other way. In Illinois, which is where Caterpillar is headquartered, Peoria, the Democratic Congress, midnight, this is before the new one took over, basically doubled the state income tax, corporate income tax, and the personal income tax. Now watch how this works. Illinois, like California, massive overruns in budget. We got to keep those pensions. We got to keep, all these city and county and fed, or not fed, but state and county and city people getting their benefits. So they raised the taxes of all the companies. I'm just using Caterpillar as an example here. Well, by raising their taxes, now more money flows into the state. And by the way, Illinois, I could be wrong, but I think they're the only state that didn't do any trimming, no cutting, nothing.
Right.
They just raised taxes. You see how this works the other way? This is government intervention into the free marketplace. This is theft. Theft. Follow the money. Follow the money. All right, I got one more here. This one's, oh man. Find the one that says foreign government. Okay.
I love that.
All right, it's really just these three right here. I'm sure you've paid some attention here. Now, and you can also kind of look at this as foreign aid, but the reason I don't is because it's our federal government that gets the money from the taxpayer, sending it to another government. Muslim country. Muslim country. Well, I send it to other people too, but this has been the big highlight this year. Now, how do they do that? Well, some of it's just direct, but it's also through the UN, the World Bank, the IMF. Bail out Greece, bail out this, bail out that. But where's that money? Why do these countries need to, quote, get bailed out? The same crazy cost overruns and government employees and unions, et cetera, et cetera. If they got a problem, let them, yeah, you got to let, you make your bed, you lie in it. But once again, our tax dollars, it just amazes me. Hillary Clinton was actually bragging about this the other day. How much money they're going to send to Egypt.
So our tax dollars
$3 billion.
funding a failed foreign experiment.
It's incredible. You almost think you're in a dream sometimes. All right, here's the wrap. Well, who are the taxpayers? I've been calling taxpayers all night. Mike, go find the taxpayers. Actually, I don't remember where I put it.
I think this is the only one left.
No, look, the one behind Obama.
That's us.
All right. Bring it over. All right. Now, if you could go over and get rid of the city, county, state, and fed, just get rid of it. Put it on the floor. Doesn't matter. Get rid of the foreign countries and bring over the Obama campaign and just set it there. Well, let's just get rid of all this middle crap. All right, who are the taxpayers? Well, 47% of the people in this country don't pay any income tax. All right? I wonder who they voted for last time, or who they're going to vote for this time. So 53% of us do. I've divided it between the rich, and when I say rich, I mean the real rich, and the middle class. Now this is what I want to sink in. The rich pay a lot of taxes. We all know what the percentage is. But the rich can handle this. They can handle this destruction that's going on. The destruction is in the middle class. The middle class is getting destroyed. Okay? The middle class, which is most of us, our money's going to the Obama campaign. And when you get that, when you follow the money, when you understand theft, you know what? You'll get mad. And maybe you'll pass that information along. The middle class is getting destroyed.